Hi, today we're going to speak about improving your organic rankings. To start off with, an introduction on who I am. My name's Darren Smith. I'm a co-founder of Mpool, which is a digital agency. You can follow me on Twitter by going to @DarrenSmith. Also feel free to send any questions about this training to me via Twitter. So why do you want to improve your rankings? So this graph over here shows how many people or how many clicks different places on Google get. So for example, if you're number one, you get 32.5% of clicks. And what's nice is that Google gives you how many searches a month occur for each search term. So if you use the example of 90 people search for something a month, that means you're going to get 29 clicks to your site if you are number one, which gives you 29 opportunities to get a new customer. So if you're not in those top three results, your chance of getting a new customer diminishes dramatically because not all 29 are going to become customers. So it's all a numbers game. It's really, really important to get to number one in terms of lead generation. There's a famous saying that says, where's the best place to hide a dead body? And the answer is page 2 of Google, because nobody ever goes there. So before you can start on improving your organic rankings, you need to have a keyword strategy. We've got a training video on that you can watch. Then you need to know what strategic keywords are you currently targeting. Now, we normally recommend targeting anything between 10 and 15 at any given one time, unless you have massive resources in terms of how much content you can create to improve ranking of those keywords and the money and time that goes along with that. So in order to improve your ranking, you need to have some sort of tool to track where you're currently ranking and what pages are being ranked. So often brands sign up for SEO and all they get is a monthly SEO report showing the terms that they're ranking for and where they're ranking. So that is not SEO, that is just a report. SEO, or search engine optimization, is the actions that you do that are based on the insights you got from that report. The other thing to remember is a lot of the same agencies that just send you this report and tell you that you're doing SEO will try and convince you that you need to have your name, in other words, kind of Darren's Fish and Chip Shop, as a keyword that you want to rank for. That should never be the case because the search volume for that is probably very, very low, if not zero. So you should rather be trying to rank for more generic terms of things that people actually want to, that may become your customer that are searching. So tools you can use, we use HubSpot. We also sometimes use Moz. Some agencies will use Webmaster Tools. Do not use Webmaster Tools. It's not very accurate. So it's not a very good tool to use. It does not tell you where you're ranking for keywords that you're purposely trying to rank for but not ranking for yet. All right, so this is a very, very important concept of teaching robots. It's the pyramid concept. So for every single keyword that you want to rank for, you need to think of that keyword plus the page that you want to rank for that keyword as the pinnacle of a pyramid. And in the example here, we've got the keyword is beach holidays that we want to be ranking for. Now, around the base of that pyramid are all the different things that are teaching the robots that the most important page relating to this keyword and any synonyms for this keyword, so beach vacation, beach trips, and so on. All the pages, the blogs, the social posts, any external pages are all pointing to this one particular page that you've created for the specific purpose of this keyword. And you need to continually remind the robots so that crawl your website to give you rankings that it is this particular page that must be returned whenever anybody searches for that particular keyword or anything that relates to that keyword. And you do that by creating pages on your website, by creating blogs, by doing social media, by creating external pages. And I've just put some examples there along the side of you could create a blog called Beach Vacation Tips. You could have an FAQ page on your website called Beach Trip To-Do List. You could have an article on travel.com about best beach holidays. But on each of those pages, there will always be a link going back to that main page that you want to rank. So as soon as Google finds that page, and it will follow that link and be like, so this is the authoritative page on this particular topic. So what happens when the wrong page is ranking? For example, the number one on Google is 5 things to pack for beach holidays, which is not your product page where you actually sell beach holidays. So either you then need to start teaching the robots more that they're pointing to the wrong page, and you need to be building more and more links to the desired page. So in particular from the incorrect page that is ranking, or you could go and optimize the incorrect page, the 5 things to pack for beach holidays, to make sure that there is conversion for the 3 stages of buying. So those people that are ready to buy, those people that are looking for a solution to their problem, and those people that are your perfect customer that are just stumbling across your website. So make sure that they can actually convert on that page, because most product pages will do that, but not all FAQ pages, blog pages, support pages, and other pages that might be on your website. So one of the big ways to improve SEO ranking is through blogging on your site and building internal links through that blogging. So essentially what you're doing is you're building a larger base to your pyramid. So by having a lot of content about a particular topic, you are perceived as more authoritative on that topic. Now that content needs to be great content. It needs to be quality content, not SEO content that is thin and doesn't necessarily make sense, because organic and SEO should only be part of your distribution strategy. You should still be distributing your content via social media, via email, maybe paid promotion, such as something like Outbrain. The other thing, of course, is if you're creating this content, make sure that you're posting it correctly. We have a training session on on-page optimization of websites, so make sure you watch that video. The other area of building up authority is by having links to your site from other sites, especially sites of similar topics. So you can do that by creating such amazing content that people automatically just link to your site because that's such amazing content and they have to reference you. This is often done through the likes of creating amazing infographics that get hosted on your site. You could also create yourself a press office where you actually control the links that are in your press office, even though it's on a third-party site. So it's a little bit more of a questionable tactic. But be very careful about backlinking. So rather focus on creating great content that results in natural backlinks than actually using backlinking as any form of strategy, because you can get blacklisted. And I know people that have actually had to close down their business because they stopped getting leads from search engines. So once you have kind of thought about the keywords that you want, your 10 to 15 keywords that you strategically targeting and you want to start ranking, you need to think about what content am I going to produce to improve the ranking of this keyword. And that's essentially where a strategy person comes in. So you need to think about what content am I going to create that is targeted at a particular persona. If I create video image-based content, I need to make sure that it's supported with text, because search engines and robots can't read images or videos, they can only read text. What content am I going to create where that keyword is in the title of the content and in the H1 tag? And what other content am I going to create when I just include the keyword within the body but still link back to my anchor page? What external content am I going to create, such as PR content? And then if you are creating PR content, make sure you don't also put that content onto your website so that it exists on a news site and your website, because you're going to get penalized because you're most likely the smaller site. You're going to get penalized for having plagiarized the main news site, because the way the Google algorithm works is whichever site is more authoritative gets the rewarded with the original content, and anybody else that has that content is penalized for duplicate content. The other thing is to try and build a social graph around a piece of content. So Google noticed that people were manipulating backlinking, building fake websites with links to their websites and so on. So they decided, let's change how we look at how important an authoritative content is, and rather look at how many people are sharing or talking about a piece of content. Then that will give you a certain size of your social graph, and that became a very powerful authoritative signal to see, is this piece of content actually authoritative? So it's important that you include social sharing buttons on every single page of your website, not just your blog or news pages, so that people can share your content. And that you actually develop a social share plan for every single keyword which has a page associated on your website that you want, an anchor page that you want to rank. And every single kind of month or every single week that you do your SEO analysis and recommendations, that you then share on social media, and in particular Google Plus, because they do have a bit of Google nepotism, where you share your content onto social media, and you include that keyword in the copy of your social update, and then a link to the page that should be ranking. So don't forget, once you have people visiting your site through organic traffic, you need to evaluate, are they the right people? And then you need to put into place measures to convert those people into leads and into customers. Within most SEO tracking tools, such as the HubSpot tracking tool, you just have to click on a keyword to get more detail and see how competitors are ranking. So then you can go in and see, are competitors above you or below you, and you can go and analyze those competitors' websites and see what is it that they have done that has either got them, if they are ranking above you. So then this leads me on to the concept of growth-driven design. So because other competitors are always trying to get to number one, and there's always stuff to do to your website to improve it by adding new pages, changing existing pages, it is better to go and agree to a growth-driven design retainer where there's constant change to your website, instead of a single big website project that is time-consuming and very expensive. I hope you got value out of the training today. I have set up an exercise for you to do to test what you've learned. Go to offers.mpool.com/academy-SEO-improving to get the exercise there. And if you have any questions, there's also a FAQ section on that page, and you can post me a question there. Thank you.